Hello, I'm Jodi Ginsberg of Ginsberg Law Offices, and today we're here to talk about surveillance and what that means to your workers' compensation claim. When individuals call me and ultimately hire me and my firm to represent them, I will send you a document that has many of the do's and don'ts on it. And one of them always tells you to be very, very cautious in that surveillance, private investigators, whatever you might want to call them, are always going to be potentially out there watching you. It might be that they're watching you leave your home in the morning and taking your children to school. And yet the doctor says you're not supposed to be driving under your workers' compensation restrictions. Or you're not supposed to be using your right arm, and yet you're lifting your child into her car seat or his car seat. Or you've injured your back, and they catch you bending over and looking under your car because you think your tire might be flat. Those are all negatives for your case. Not only will private investigators follow you from your home, but you have to understand that also they may be sitting next to you at the doctor's office. You think the person sitting next to you is the next patient of your treating doctor, when in fact that man or woman could very well be a private investigator who has watched you walk into the doctor's office. You're supposed to be using a cane, you're supposed to be on a walker, supposedly your back hurts, but you're walking upright and you're just fine. That is a big problem. They also may follow you from the doctor's office to running errands around town, or visiting with a friend, or going to the park with your children. You must be extraordinarily careful about the activities you do when you are on workers' compensation benefits. Understand, the insurance company, because they are paying for your medical care, know exactly when you're going to the doctor, know exactly when you're going to physical therapy, know exactly when you're going to get your MRI, because everything must be approved through their offices. So be very, very mindful from the moment you get onto workers' compensation until the settlement is approved by the State Board of Workers' Compensation, that at any time, whether it be from your home, your doctor's offices, running errands, outside or inside the home, because they do have cameras and they can take pictures of you, you must be mindful of it. Obviously, our advice is to always be careful, to always stay within the restrictions that the doctors have given you. Do not be working at another job when you're not supposed to be working and on weekly benefit checks. Of course, there are exceptions when the doctor says you can return back to light duty work and limited duty work, and then you will go back to doing the work that the employer has for you. Well, of course, that's okay. But we're talking about extracurricular activities, typical errands that you may do around your house with your family that are simply not going to be looked kindly upon by the insurance company and ultimately a judge if they try to cut your benefits off, should they catch you on surveillance doing things you're not supposed to be doing. Obviously, it goes without saying, working on the home, painting, yard work, working on the car, doing roof repairs, carrying children, anything like that, heavy grocery bags, is simply a negative and should not be done when you're on a workers' compensation claim. There is nothing that you're going to do in terms of helping yourself by doing those activities while receiving benefits and ultimately under the eye of a private investigator who's being paid by the insurance company to catch you. So be very, very cautious. Always call our offices when you have any questions about this in terms of what are the activities you're allowed to do, not allowed to do, and whether or not we can help you with your case in advising you on these issues and many, many others. You can reach me directly at 770-351-0801. Thank you.